Welcome to the Nest Files. Here today, we are filming at Bara Hack in Pomfret, Connecticut. Coming up on this trail, we have Lisa Kelly from Visions Into the Past. We also have Jason Hoffman, and we also have Rachel King. Directly behind me is the entrance to Bara Hack. Up ahead is Michael Jenkins. We hope you enjoy today's episode, not only at Bara Hack, but to some other locations. We will be filming throughout here, and again, hope you enjoy it. Here we come on to one of the houses. See the old chimney that would have resided inside the house. Up here we have some hitching posts.
Need one of those, like, you know, you see those gardener hats that cover the face. Oh, down here. Oh, cool. Wish we had a flashlight on you.
Why, you have a hole?
Huge hole.
Was it, you think, a storage hole for like food or so forth?
I don't know. That was a huge hole. Something in there.
This is Michael Jenkins down inside the foundation of the original house, investigating it, checking it out.
Does not. It feels like something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and I can't wear them.
I have a feeling.
Get wet because the leather gets so slippery.
About what? What's your feeling?
I feel like it's not a good feeling. It's like I can hear like someone screaming.
Please view. Very few people I've been to. Here we go. What a hike in the woods this has been, folks. There it is. Here's the steps leading in. And here we are, Bara Hack Cemetery.
Careful.
Here's Dorcas Higginbotham, the last person to be buried in Bara Hack. Excuse me?
Why is there a red ribbon?
I don't know, maybe someone's been up here. You have a bunch of broken stones, of course, but try to give you a shot of this whole entire location. You have stones sticking up in small places, so careful. This is the Randall. This is a family member. This person did not, they moved, but after they died, they were buried here. Some more Randalls. Another one right there. You do have thunder coming in.
We want to leave soon.
Yep, I'm thinking that too.
There's one over here.
There's steps leading in. You got two more stones right here.
Something's pissed off.
Hey, come over here. Tell me if you feel good over here, like on the stairs. I feel.
That's angry. What's with the ferns, I wonder, in the back half of it?
I don't know.
They're only in the back half.
Yeah, they're only behind the graves. Is it what we're talking about?
That bird is mad.
Mike's. I didn't realize he was standing there. And I'm not moving it.
Okay.
That one won't do it. It's not freestanding enough to. I know. I'm so open. I know.
We purchased it 4 years ago. When we purchased it, actually when we made the bill of sale out, we were all chatting, talking, having a great time. The bill of sale was made out to Arthur instead of Arlene by accident. We were all talking about cats, you know.
So you are the king of the house.
Yeah, so Arthur owns the house, basically. Anyway, we kept that, but they actually wrote it in now. But it was kind of funny and amusing. But when we came here for the, they had, you know, we had to do the inspection. There was fire trucks here. The house was smoking, and what happened was he had lit the furnace. And the furnace was old, and it broke down, and it kept feeding oil into the chamber.
Oh my gosh.
And the whole house got smoked out. Well, that didn't deter us. We wanted the house. And then as we're, you know, the news was here and everything, then as we're talking to the neighbors, and they're saying, you're going to buy the house? Yeah, they gave us the key to come back and just kind of check it out, make sure it's cleaned up right and everything. As we're coming back a couple of more times, the neighbors are coming up to us and asking us if we've ever experienced anything in the house yet. And we're like, what do you mean? Well, there was a whole bunch of incidents. This house was a convalescent home from 1938 to 1962. And then the previous owner passed away in it about 5 years ago. And a man, Bob Grinold, who's actually is, William Grinold, sorry, his brother, Bob Grinold, owns the White House in Wilmington. He just sold it, the haunted White House in Wilmington. And he bought the house and he rebuilt it, did a wonderful job. And then we bought it from him, because that's what he was doing. He was just buying it to rebuild it and sell it. And during that time, they said that the workers would come in during the day, and sometimes they shuffle out within 10, 15, 20 minutes. None of them would stay here after dark. And they'd be working, and you'll see upstairs later, they'd be working on the stairs, up top stairs, and you could see anything coming up and down the stairs, and you'd hear someone come walking up the stairs, but there's no one there. Well, just recently we got to meet a few of them. One of them was fixing the house next door, and he asked, hey, how's the ghost in your house? And I thought, hey, you know, maybe he read the Norwich Bulletin article. But no, he was one of the people working on the house. He started telling me stories like that. So, the day we're moving in, we're just going through everything, you know, and the lights upstairs in the furthest bedroom, I had a light switch and it had the turn crank on it because it's the original light, but they put a switch in for safety reasons or something, maybe because it was mandated that they had to do that with the new electrical codes, I don't know. And the light flickered a little, I said, oh, wiring, you know, I'll have to look at that, so we turned both switches off. Figured now when I get a chance I'll just check the wiring, see if there's anything loose, you know, whatever. Call my friend who's an electrician in. And we left that alone. About 4:30 it starts getting dark because it is November. And as Arlene and I and Andy, a friend who helped us move in, is walking up the stairs, the light goes on. And we're like, whoa. Now I'm wondering, is this like that bad wiring? So we walk in there and no, the light switches were on. Yeah. There's only 3 of us. We were moving stuff in, and there's no reason why we go in there, you know. And Andy's the kind of very sensible, intelligent guy who wouldn't go back and try and turn the light on. You know, he's a very intelligent person. So that was one of the first things. And then it started just catapulting. Started just a catalyst of many things, that everything we paid attention to would become a way for whoever or whatever is here to get attention. And in one evening, I had a big, it was an old radio cabinet here, and it was sitting here with stuff on it, and one of the things was a resin skull with a knife in it. And we're thinking, wow, the place is looking more and more like a study. The resin skull doesn't like fit in here anymore. Maybe I'll put it downstairs, or I'll give it to Kevin, my friend Kevin, because he likes that stuff. About 1 in the morning, I hear this crash down here, and I go, what was that? I come down, and the skull was over here in the middle of the floor, smashed to pieces. Wow. Now about 11:45 in the morning, you'd hear someone walking around down here. Many times at night we'd hear someone banging or something, or someone just move a chair, and we'd give a head count, and there's all the cats in bed with us. So, and you know, when our dog, Robbie, was around, he had a little bed next to us. He'd always come upstairs with us, and you'd hear this constantly. We've seen apparitions, and this is some of the, this right here, it's unbelievable, is, these are the pages of, wow, these are the pages, the haunts of Chapman Street. These are the pages of incidents that we've logged right across. On both sides.
Wow.
That's from full-blown apparitions. And I put the dates too. The rocking chair in the parlor started moving to and rocking by itself. Footsteps were heard on several occasions. This is great. One night the chair at the top of the stairs slid, followed by a large sigh of disgust, like somebody walked into it. I went upstairs and I had the recorder going, because we had just gotten done from a ghost hunt, so we had the equipment right in our hands practically when this happened. And I went upstairs and I asked who it was, and guess what? I heard the sigh right there, and we recorded it. So it was kind of weird. Now, it couldn't have been a radiator because we use baseboard heating. So we know the steam radiators. We had them in the old house where they'd give that hissing sound, but they'd give a long hiss. It didn't just go, you know, it was actually like a, ah.
Wow.
And it happened twice. Now, our friend Bob was here. He's in the Karate Hall of Fame. He's like a 50-degree black belt, and he comes visit and hangs out. And we're about 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night. We're sitting downstairs, and we're just chatting and not talking loud, just kind of chatting and chilling. Everyone's quiet for a second, and all of a sudden you hear two kids laughing, running across the hall upstairs and tackling each other. And he looks up at us and he goes, "You don't have children." And I said, "No, but the house does." Now everybody's heard it. It took him a year to come back. Everybody has heard this now. Ron Kolick Jr., who's New England Ghost Project, has stayed here on many occasions. He's heard it. My brother came from to stay with Missouri with his wife. He heard it one night. And just everyone has heard this. There's these two children running across the hall and tackling each other and laughing. So that's a common one. It could be a residual, you know, or it could be something that they're vying for attention. But we've had things happen on anniversaries even, like almost the same night. Here we have, it was September, I know that, or August, I'm sorry. Let me see, Friday, no. It was September, I think, of 2 years ago. We had put the air conditioner in. There it is, the AC was in the window. And it was August, I think 9th. And we had just shut the lights now. The windows were all closed, the doors were all closed. And we're laying down and the light was off, and also we heard something yell at the foot of the bed. Either, "What are you doing here?" or "What are you doing with her?" Could not, it was so loud and like, "Mariona!" And we both jumped up. Arlene turns the light on, and Robbie is already looking around sniffing and wondering. He was looking for whoever was there. Now, we've seen a full-blown apparition walk from that door, which is the outside to the little balcony there, across the room and out of the room a couple of times. We've seen Robbie chased one in the parlor one that night. We were standing in the kitchen. I could see straight across the parlor. You could see it walking while Robbie went after it. So we've seen apparitions there. Arlene's come down the stairs, and I'm sitting in my favorite chair over there in the parlor, and she come walking over here, and I'm actually in the study. Or I come walking in through the kitchen. I thought I saw her because she wears black a lot, and especially in the winter, standing near the kitchen table, and that's not her. One night I was talking to her because I saw her walking through the kitchen, and I was in here, and I walked into the kitchen. I'm like, all of a sudden I heard the hairdryer going upstairs, way in the back. So it couldn't have been her because she would have had to been like, you know,
Fast walker.
yeah, Miss Lightning Bolt to be able to get up there in that time. So these are the things we've seen, heard. Yeah, she's been tapped, touched, hit, pinched. They were sitting there one morning, her and her daughter were sitting there, and his voice said, "Mandy," and Mandy is her name. But we just moved here, and nobody knew her daughter. That was the first time her daughter had been there. They were sitting on the porch. And then I heard the same voice, a woman say hi, and Arlene has heard it too, out on the back porch. Nobody can see you from that back porch. So this I think 80 at present is 88 to 90 incidents that I have logged in this book.
Arlene?
What about that time where
About 9 at night.
you heard someone outside and you thought, and Robbie was inside, but then he was out the door scratching?
Oh,
Remember that
right.
part?
What was that? Robbie was inside the bedroom.
And then
And-
somehow he was outside the bedroom.
Yeah, and we closed the door and we had the AC on, and Robbie stays in. He'll stay in. If he wants to go out, he'd come to the bed and, you know, bother me, jump on the bed. But the cats would be in pain, so they were locked out. So I go in the middle, I got up just an hour and a half later, right? I don't even know if I even fell asleep or whatever, but I got up to go out the door, and I opened the door and Robbie's outside the door. I'm like, how did you get out here?
There's no way. There's no way.
Well, he couldn't open the door and he couldn't close it.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Right.
They don't? No.
He's a beagle, he couldn't reach the latch anyway. But yeah, that was quite strange.
Do most of the things seem to be benevolent, or is there, except for the pinches, or?
We've never been hurt, no, and it's just, we're not sure whether it's residual or what. Some stuff could be residual, and it's weird, because you never know where it's gonna happen. Things happen in this room, things happen in the dining room, they happen in the kitchen, they happen in the parlor, they happen in the upstairs hallways. In our bedroom, but.
The back bedroom.
The back
There are
bedroom.
people that are frightened to stay in the back bedroom. I've had friends that chose to sleep downstairs on the hardwood room floor rather than sleep in the guest room upstairs.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
long have you been
and
going?
other people have
Since
captured
December 30th.
EVPs. They've captured the chair moving upstairs, which was a strange thing. And we were doing investigation with here with Andy and Matt Moniz and Ron Kolick Jr. and who else was here? Carl and his girlfriend. And Carl's girlfriend comes walking out of the room because the chair moved. I'm coming up the stairs, and there's a camera going, you can see it. I'm coming upstairs talking to Matt live on Spooky South Coast, and they come walking out of the room, and Matt comes walking out too, and they're looking at the chair, and I go, what? And they go, the chair moved, and Matt goes, yeah, that does that. And I go, yep, that's the one, I always bang into it. And so there must have been nothing there, and something they walk over to, and that chair gets banged into all the time. Yeah. You got to, and I guess because look at the house, you got to be careful the way you walk and what you do because of the lamps like that and stuff like that. So obviously they are used to the fact that we put stuff everywhere now. You only hear a few bangs here and there every so often. You'll know, you know, if I decide to add an extra chair and we're home when it's going to happen, you'll hear that chair get banged.
We can add some smell.
Did you smell? I smelled something when I was
Yeah,
upstairs.
well, it smelled like some sort of flower-like smell.
It didn't seem flowery. It smelled like a musky.
But
We smelled some type of flowers.
And then when we walked towards the back two doors, it felt like we shouldn't be there.
It was almost like something like you're walking into a wall. And at the same time, I got a tingling right on the back of my
And
neck.
then we went to that back bedroom, came out because the camera died.
Yeah, the camera died.
So we came out, then we went back. There was no smell, and those doors were fine.
Yeah, and there's no wall there anymore.
Yeah.
Just don't, wait, just don't show all the ingredients that I'm putting in there.
Oh, Harley. I mean,
Rachel,
that's
we eat your heart out.
Is this
Evil
Tom's,
brownies.
is this Tom's
Happy brownies.
1976 recipe?
1966 recipe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the good stuff.
I need to get some wormwood thrown in with
No,
that.
if there's nothing here, we'll be seeing something.
No, belladonna.
I'm assistant.
Oh, I
Sponge.
So that's where it went. That's why I didn't have it for the last ghost tours later.
Where's my
I didn't take it.
thermometer?
I like that.
I haven't seen that.
I didn't take it.
I thought you had it all this time.
Why you flour?
He put lots of it down, actually.
It's humid too, and it's everything's
Yeah.
sucking it right out.
Everything's sticky.
What is this, like the Thomas D'Agostino cooking hour?
Yep. Come was like Thomas D'Agostino's Culinary
It
School.
was like that,
Try his pizza.
that Wiccan show that they wanted me to
Well, that was
preview.
great.
I,
See, look, let's get more flour.
oh,
yeah?
sorry.
Mike's doing his own B-roll. He's constantly.
Okay. Okay.
I would do it right on the piano.
Yeah, we can do that now.
See?
Alrighty, let's
I'm
do.
just gonna give up my day job and open a restaurant.
Yeah.
Who's gonna cook?
You will. I'll manage.
Give me the sauce.
I'll do this sauce.
Okay.
I made the sauce.
How do you make, like, you just add the veggies and...
It's an old Irish recipe.
Must be good.
I'm sure it's delicious.
Do you actually like us living here? Is there someone else you'd like to speak to?
Can you open the door again like the last time when I was here? It's Arlene's closet door. She has very pretty clothes. Can you open that door for me, please?
Could you pick up something in the room that's your favorite little item and hand it to me? That's a half a mile away. That's the rebound station that's going to be coming through. Is there anything you really have to tell me? I mean, as far as what we can do to make the place better, anything you don't like that you'd like us to change? We don't care what Rod Stewart thinks. I don't know what you think.
I'm seeing things. I see, I'm seeing things, so I'm cuckoo now.
I don't hear that.
We have a music box.
Sounds like...
Yeah, it's a three-motion cuckoo from the Blackwoods of what was it, Switzerland or something? It's handmade from Blackwoods, Black Forest. There's 6.
I would lose my mind.
There's 6 of them. You'll eventually hear all 6. I can't help it. I like fixing the clocks.
That definitely takes some getting used to.
No, after a while you don't hear them at all. The only time you hear them is when we want to know what time it is, when you're late at night. You don't feel like getting up. You just wait to hear the chimes.
That was just fun.
The goose or the calzones. We're enjoying here tonight. I hope you are. You can let us know what you want. Need anything to eat? I know you like the house because you're always walking through it. I know it's about to become 9 o'clock. officially.
A lot of these clocks must be reminding the spirits, because they're older clocks too.
They'll range from 1880 to 1920.
Feel like I'm in a torture chamber.
You ever seen the
Pink Floyd
Disney
album.
movie?
Yeah, Pink Floyd album.
You ever seen the movie Hook, based on Captain Hook, and with Dustin Hoffman,
Oh, yeah.
and he has all the clocks.
Session up here.
What? You want to lower this a little?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you have control over the natural oil lantern, so.
The natural oil.
No, I can always get a chair, sure, I'll pull over from there.
Everybody should join hands so our energies can.
Don't, Tom.
I'm sorry.
Class clown over here.
They're gonna be filming, I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm going to be recording and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Keep your hands above the table.
Thank you. I was scratching my leg.
You thought you missed and scratched hers
I
instead.
guess so.
Okay, we're all gonna hold hands.
Well,
Yes.
go ahead, you guys go.
You gotta be, you
No,
can't be,
I'm
you
not.
can't break the circle. You can't break
All
the
right,
circle.
kids.
Circle
I
breaker.
can too.
Can you make him behave?
Circle breaker, circle breaker.
He's like a little kid, huh?
Oh, God.
You don't know.
No, I can't record.
You want to get him a booster seat then?
Push the button.
Turn it on. Now you're recording?
Yeah.
All right, we're all holding hands.
Alright.
This is just so we can get all our energies together and so see if the spirit can actually feed off our energy, manifest itself. So go ahead, Carl, you start off.
And what I'd like to do is, keep at this, let's say for about 20 minutes, so that we don't hit that awkward stage a half an hour into it, say, is anything going to happen? How long do we sit here? How do we break this? But, let's just try to regiment it to about 20 minutes or so. And it's basically being receptive, being hyper alert to any change in our sensations, like you feel a breeze come through or something, like chill air, or you feel touched, or something audible, any change in your sensations, or even if you get a vivid vision of something that you think might be significant, feel free to share that with us.
We have a pretty good energy flow right now.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel that there's something really here. Okay, and we're in just the right setting, just the right place. A splendid night together, all joining the same purpose. We've come together with a common purpose. And we ask that whatever spirit or spirits are here with us this night that wish to communicate, you will take this opportunity to come through to us and somehow make your presence known. You may do so in various ways. You may light up the spectrum on that sensor. You may speak to us because some of us brought little machines that can capture your voice. So if you speak to us, we may be able to hear what you say. Or just as vividly as you can, imprint your image in our mind's eye. See, we see not so much with our eyes, but with our spirits tonight. So this is the time for you to penetrate the veil which separates time and space, reaching to us through the many decades which may separate us, piercing the veil which separates the living and the dead, those who remain here and still feel they have a place here. Come through to us now. Be with us in any form you can take. Now as we go around, could everybody say their names, please? My name is Carl.
My name is Lisa.
My name is Kris. My name is
zombie.
My name is Jason.
My name is Haley.
My name is Michael.
My name is Rachel.
My name is Susan.
Come forth from the void of that realm we call the unknown. The world of spirit, the world of thought and feeling. You may not live and breathe and feel as we do, but you are here, and you exist. Please come forward. Use our energies, our living energies, if that will help. I'm feeling that calming sensation again that I felt upstairs. I don't understand it. It's very soothing.
I feel it from that child. I've been feeling it all night. She's stronger now.
Little girl, if you'd like to come through. You don't need to hide from us. We come here as friends, not wishing to disturb you, but we just want to learn about you. If you can speak through one of us, gently we beckon you, come through and do so. Or touch one of us. Or again, if you try to speak, we may hear you. We have devices that can capture your voice and your thoughts. And we will play those and hear your messages. That's right, whenever we feel or hear something, please share that. It's that sensation just as if someone living walked into the room. Again, it's calming. Please use the energies of this circle.
The camera just went out of focus for about 10 seconds and then went right back, completely blurred out.
Right when I said that?
The whole thing, I zoomed in and out and I couldn't get rid of it and it just went away.
We think it's a child.
Oh, there's definitely a child here.
Or someone childlike.
Sorry. Whatever's in this room's making me crack up.
We have with us a funny man. No, we're supposed to be enjoying this.
Yes.
If it was boring, I wouldn't want to do it. Childlike presence in this. A rascal.
Little rascal.
Now, who's felt someone like touch or breeze by them? Getting an air current here, or at least a drop in the temperature, right where I'm. Can you rap on the table for us? Make some noise that we can hear. I really enjoy hearing from you. I know it requires much energy. But whatever you can do to present yourself, we are calling to the Spirit that wishes to speak to us now. This is your opportunity. We know there are presences, spirits within this home. It is a warm and friendly home. many interesting things. Many artifacts, many antiques, many musical instruments. It's a happy one.
Did you move your favorite artifact?
Can you do that? Can you move something in here? We invite you to.
Did you blow out that meat?
Did anybody just hear anything upstairs?
Was that you we heard? Upstairs?
Come down and join us.
We invite you into our warm and friendly circle. Heard something upstairs. That might be you. Now what I'm seeing is something of a mist in here. I don't know if that's just my eyes adjusting to the dark and the flickering of the lantern, but it looks kind of, yeah, foggy. Something that might even show up in my swimming. So we're getting some little signs that you're here with us and willing to communicate. The touching, the sounds, the fogginess in here. Now, some of us may be more sensitive to your presence than are others, so speak to who will hear you, please.
What was that? The music box.
I thought I heard it in the box too.
I didn't know if it was a phone or a music box.
Yeah, I thought it was a clock.
That's why when I put up this music.
Yeah,
My phone is right there, behind you.
Okay, well, let's continue and ask some questions about this. Can you do that again?
Note that I think 5 of us heard a music box at this time, or some
That was to the right of us, right?
Yeah.
tingling sound as if of a music box. So if you can do that again, maybe we'll hear it more clearly.
I hear walking.
I feel it getting cooler. That's just my sensation. If you have a message for us, something you want to say, please do.
Mike, could you back off again out that door and come back to where you just did?
You heard or saw it coming?
It was
A black shadow on the door. And at first I thought it may have been one of them in reflection, but neither of them were moving, the shadow was moving, and he was coming in filming you, and I thought it may have been him.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
And you've seen a shadow
Black
form
shadow
before.
above the height of this glass just above the doorknob. On the door and on the glass.
Come and join us. I saw the door open.
That was shut, wasn't it?
It was more shut than that.
I saw it
was.
just open.
Well, I shut it because I didn't want that light coming
Not
in here.
here.
Come join us.
Don't be afraid of us, we're not afraid of you, we welcome you.
we're getting what we asked for, we're getting a response, so please come in.
See the way you want now, like your head?
I can see the shadow.
You weren't moving when the shadow was moving. You were facing this way, and that shadow was moving. A shadow that looked like just a silhouette of a face moving across the door.
Did it again.
Perhaps time and death has separated you from us, but we want to peek into your world, behind the curtain that separates us. Penetrating the darkness, transcending all those years. That's it. Please come to us. We are experiencing you. Is this the child?
Can you speak to us now? Are you right back of us?
If you can speak to one of us, speak through one of us, perhaps you have something to say. If you say that, if you get your message through, then one of us can speak that message. I just got the two words can't play. Can't play.
I just thought it was like a little girl.
Afraid? And you were like a
Yeah. It looks like a little girl, you know, like a little flapped a little bit. Like that.
Don't be afraid.
We like to think a child still plays here, stays here. You know, Tom and Arlene welcome you here.
You know, if there's anything you need, I'll provide it for you. So what time?
If there's a doll you want to play with, or a bouncy ball, or if you just want company, or if you want candy set out, Arlene and Tom will do that for you. They'll bring one for you.
Is that why you went upstairs? Is there's toys up there? Tea sets?
Maybe things you like around you.
Is there anything you do not like around here? Is there something that scares you?
Do you like Tom's jokes?
Could you move whatever it is that might scare you or frighten you in this room so we can get rid of it? So everything can stay, I guess.
Can you move this table at all? You don't have to move the table around the room, but can you vibrate shake the table a little bit so that we can feel? Maybe that's a game you'd like to play. Rachel, are you all right? Are you feeling this?
How about if you played the little horse and wagon on the table? Would you like an apple? The apple would make people doctor away.
What is your name? What do you want to be called? Are you Alice or Emily, or if you can tell us your name?
I heard the name Rebecca.
It's Rebecca?
They say her name Becky.
You heard Becky? Rebecca, Becky.
Can you tell us where your parents are? Do you have any brothers?
Could you tell us what year it is?
Yeah, that'll open more.
I can see it's more open.
I just thought it moved.
Yeah.
That never moves because the way it's hanging on those hinges,
Come on in.
it never moves.
Open it further.
Don't be shy. I see her.
Something about spirits, even though they're disembodied, they seem to be stopped by doorways.
But it's cracked open.
It's like,
I just saw it open.
do you feel you should come through the door, or is that how you're trying to let us know you're here? Please come through.
Something that's easy to move.
The door upstairs last time I was here. And you could hear it. I think she likes your clothes. We were talking about it. Remember that bell?
That's her
Okay.
bell.
I thought that's probably,
I was gonna
Yes,
say,
yeah.
I heard that.
that's pretty definite.
Brought it
isn't
clear.
it?
Maybe they can't open the door, or maybe someone should open the door.
Do you like the kitties?
One right here.
Cat's
right there in the
jump
corner.
tonight.
There's one in the
One behind us.
one behind us.
Kitty, kitty.
Music?
I hear that music box.
No,
That's
that's
the
different.
clock.
That's the clock right behind me.
The clock
That's a
goes off
cat
at
behind
10
you.
o'clock and 10:30. And it was past 10 when it went off and women played.
So it wasn't at 10 or 10:30 when that went off.
No, it was like
People
10
heard
past-
that.
Yeah, we started
What do you
after
say?
10.
I got 10:27.
Yeah, it's a little fast.
So do you see anything?
What are you doing up there?
You scared? Scared?
Does he see something, or does he just want to be with
He's
the
never
action?
done
I
that.
think you're scared.
You've never been up there before.
Right there.
Nice one. Yeah. Don't jump down at the hip.
scared.
Okay. Yeah.
How
Kitty seance.
Why don't I have my hands free for Arthur.
He'll still be here. Do you like Arthur, the kitty?
Would you like? He's like, I'm just looking for food. Yeah, he's part of it.
Hi, Arthur.
I just
Cute.
all I wanted was a morsel, now I'm talking to the dead.
Arthur.
He's like, yes, I keep from my fish tank. Martha, do you see anybody here? Do you see anybody
Yeah, on here.
here? Actually,
Breeze with her arms.
yes.
Arthur.
Fan would be doing that, would it? Because I'm not feeling that consistently.
No, no, it's just Arthur.
That's what he was looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you see?
He was looking up here and over there.
I wish we had cat vision so we could just see what, kitty vision, so we could just see what that cat's, what Arthur's. They just want to just.
Same thing's flying there right now.
Alright. We'll ask to speak to you for 10 more minutes, let's say, and we're very grateful for what you've shown us. The door opening, the shadow moving through, the profile, touching us, music box sound, and footsteps and some noise upstairs. So,
Did you invite the kitty over to join us?
because Arthur wanted to be part of this circle. Arthur seems to be looking at something.
That's where I felt the presence before.
Over there, where he's looking?
Yeah.
Well, what was weird earlier, Thomas was sitting straight and not moving at all. And I came right over around this area, and I could see the shadow up on the curtain behind him. He was perfectly still, yet you could see the shadow of him moving off to the side. But it wasn't just that one edge, it was this whole back shadow, yet he was perfectly still. And the same with me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us, and we'll do this again. We'll speak to you again, and any time you want to come through, you're welcome. That's why we're here.
And you can always speak with me anytime, or Tom, anytime, because you know that you're always welcome. If there's anything you need, you know that we're here to help. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a sweet offer. Anything you need.